Hey guys, I'm PhilInTheBlanks, and welcome to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I've always kind of wanted to try out doing a visual novel style Let's Play, because a lot of Let's Players do it, and I don't know a lot of visual novels, so the Ace Attorney series is kind of the closest thing I have to it. So I figured, why not? Let's try this out. Just have some fun. I've been meaning to play this game again because it's so friggin' great. So join me, won't you? So all right, new game. And we got the first tournament. That was the first episode. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I suck. Just a heads up, I am playing this on an emulator because I don't have a way to tape DS games. So normally I don't do the whole emulation thing, but just for this whole thing, like I really wanted to do this. I don't really have access to the Wii store, or whatever it's called, that has the Wii version of this. But I was like, whatever, not really a big deal. So, anyways. Oh, we got blood. Bloody blood. Oh god, no, that man's been crushed on the head with jam. Oh no! That poor woman. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Nice suit, though. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. How's dastardly? What a mastermind of criminalness. August 3rd, 1947. Ye old 1947. 947, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Boy, am I nervous. So I won't be doing the girls' voices with girls. Oh, right! Oh, hiya, Chief. Woo! I'm glad I made it on time! So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use my normal voice, I guess. I can't act like a woman. I don't know. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I love how Phoenix and Mia sound very similar. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Okay, we got this guy, Larry Butts. You got like a really whiny voice, so I don't know, like, it's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. What gave you that friggin' impression, Mia? Him saying it? I don't know. Yeah. Ugh. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! I'm way too loud here, aren't I? Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? God, Larry, so friggin' stupid. Oh, it's all over! I'm finished! Finished! I can't live in a world without her, I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? Who took my baby away, Nick? You gotta tell me! He's got a gangster kind of thing from the 30s. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Well, that's the end of the game. Oh, there we go. My name is Phoenix Wright. It's a weird name. My parents didn't love me. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. My best friend killed a dame. Yeah, that's simple. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Wait, 23? How old are you guys? Let me go into my court record and find out. So he's 23, but you said you've known him since grade school. You didn't go to grade school right after he came out the vagina. Anyways, whatever. How do I get out of this? Oh, back. Back makes sense. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took this case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. So the game kind of like, whenever it switches areas, or whatever, like a courtroom to like a waiting room, it kind of tells you like this, and kind of gives you an approximation of the amount of time. I wasn't paying attention to what time it was before, like 9:47 maybe, so like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes have gone by. Ooh, what a nice courtroom. Ow. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. I don't know if this is the voice I'm going to use for the entire game. I don't... You probably sound like an older, I can't do an old man voice. The court is now... I don't know.
The prosecution, is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Did my voice change? I can't tell. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp sound effect, basically. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. And I know that is Larry Butts, because I'm not the defendant, I'm the defense attorney, and Mia Fey is just my boss. So Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Whoops. Didn't mean to skip that fast. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it anytime. Okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Alright, I'll touch you, Mia. No, I'll touch the court record. So you go to this court record, and, so let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? So we know it's not Mia Fey, because she's, bitching at me right now, and she's not dead. The cinder block, which is friggin' hilarious, and there's Cindy Stone. So if you click on court record, you can see profiles, and you can see, like, items, evidence, anyways. So I got my attorney's badge here, which obviously isn't going to help me here. But then you also have Cindy's autopsy report, which tells me the time of death, the cause of life, and it also, it also says her name is Cindy. You can also go to profiles, you can see, I'll go back so you can see all of them. See, Mia Fey, you got, Larry Butts, whoops, who's the defendant, you got Cindy Stone, and then you got Winston Payne. Winston Payne is the, prosecution. So Cindy Stone is the victim in this case, a model. She lived in her apartment by herself. She was 22. So, we can go back, now we know that's Cindy Stone. We can say Cinderblock and Mia Fey, and like he'll make fun of you, and nothing bad will happen here. But as you continue through the game, when you make wrong answers like that, you actually take damage, and I'll explain that when we get to the actual case. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. You're not an idiot. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was, and let's go back to the court record. And it was cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. That's kid-friendly, so not poisoned, not strangled, hit with blunt object. And in case you didn't actually know how to use the friggin' court record, which obviously you should if you're playing this game, you kind of saw it happen at the beginning of the case. In a lot of the Phoenix Wright games, the first case or two, you get to see the murder, which kind of sucks because you kind of know who it is, but whatever, it's the beginning, like, cases and whatnot. So hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Wow, Phoenix Wright, you sound just like PhilInTheBlanks, the sexiest YouTuber out there other than Markiplier. and Jacksepticeye, and the Game Grumps, and PewDiePie, and all the rest of them. Correct. You've answered all my questions. Guilty as charged! I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Or is it pronounced Mr. Pine?
No, it's Mr. Payne. It's a pun. Everyone here is named after puns. Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know his name, but the actor who's like... Oh, damn. He's the little short guy from friggin' Princess Bride. I don't know the actor's name, which is a shame, because I've seen a lot of things with him in it. But that's... If anyone was to act as Mr. Winston Payne, it'd be him.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright has told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Like my dick! Now, would you explain to the court just what that object was? It wasn't my dick.
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. Also, I sound like Papyrus from Undertale. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. No, I won't do that voice. So, every time you get evidence, whether or not it's someone presenting it to you or you find it, it's added to your evidence. And it's always, you always are told that, so you always know what's in your evidence. Sometimes evidence will change, depending on what happens. I'm pretty sure that tells you when that happens too. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Okay. Whoop. And we can click on the statue. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Almost like it was used as a friggin' murder weapon. It's weird how it's not bloody either, because clearly it would have been bloodied. Oh, whatever. Oh, hammer. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. I think my window's a little. There we go. I'm moving around the video, the video of my emulator. Just saying, I've never taped from emulator. I don't really use emulators very often, like at all. So I'm not used to this. Let me just get the window size to be like exact so it looks nice. Oh God, no. That, God, what did I do? Oh God. Shit. It's all gonna look wonky, isn't it? Good enough, whatever. Whatever. I hope this looks good. I hope this was fine to you guys. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh, Larry, look at his shit-eating grin.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim has recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men.
Dun dun dun!
She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Now I'm not
Papyrus from Undertale. I don't think my voice are going to be freaking consistent with this at all. So the passport was added to the court record. Let's check it out, actually. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Click on it, and the victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Woo, okay, because she was, she killed on July 31st. Oh, Mishka, what's wrong? She's all like, roar. Dude, no way! How did you not know that, Larry?
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. She had large something else, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, yeah. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar? Oh, Larry, you're so stupid and naive.
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took the money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was.
Dude, that's really mean. Don't be that guy. Like, there's no need for that.
Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. What should we do? Wait and see what happens or stop him from answering? I don't think this does anything. I mean, I don't think we have a life bar yet, so I'll change up my window size again. I'm sorry, guys. Just being a butt. There we go. I'm going to stop him from answering, though. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof! Wince, which is apparently a sound effect.
Dude! Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? The cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife,
just say hell or heaven, man.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Larry. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? It makes more sense to have him answer honestly. I mean, he was there, so if he lies about it, they're just gonna find out. So, and it's gonna make us look bad. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth.
Yeah, I was there. I went.
Murmur. Order. Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her.
Objection, but it's by Payne. Wait until we actually get to the awesome objections by Phoenix himself. That's so classic.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying? What's that?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. I almost gave him Larry's voice because it was on Larry. That would have been really bad for Larry. Order! Order in the court!
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Hi, Mishka. Okay. Yes, Your Honor. Well, we'll call the victim next time. I'm PhilInTheBlanks. I hope you guys like this. This is something maybe different. My dogs are all like, let me outside now. I want to give Daddy a kiss. So I guess we'll do this next time. I'm PhilInTheBlanks. Take care, guys.